Kemba Walker, step back, Walker, cardiac Kemba, does it again!
Ubilis, 7 seconds to go, three-pointer, Hutchins, double order!
Again, comes down to fundamental.
Oh, my goodness, Sorrentine hit that one from the parking lot.
Watford for the win!
Yes!
Trip to the Sweet 16, Caney's got it, rises up, the shot,
And it's good! It's good! From the corner! And it's over! Gonzaga! The slipper still fits! Ha ha! College basketball!
What is going on, fellas? Another day of, what are we closing in on, 12 hours of hoops? Still plenty more left.
What's up,
fellas? Well, horrible start today. I think it was 3-8, but I'm sitting 7-2 since. So not bad. SMU, I have points in money line. Villanova points. I should have played money line, but I didn't. I don't know why I played money line for every dog I played. Oklahoma points money line also, and then Arizona money line. But I do want to get involved with the late game. I was looking at Utah State, but we can get to that. How about you guys?
Yeah, I'm 6-13 right now. I'm definitely having a losing day, but I'll still glaze myself outside of the comments. So guess all you can do is try your hardest around here. So yeah, not my best day, but it's fine. Life's good.
Yeah, we'll forgive it. It's been a good year. Westbury hit 3 parlays today. There you go. That's always a good day when you hit 1, let alone 3.
Heck yeah, Adam.
Just started driving to work. Perfect timing.
How'd you do?
On the day right now, not the greatest so far. I think I'm a couple games under 500. 10-12. Got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bets pending. So we'll kind of see how I end the stretch. Looks like Northridge just ain't going to get that done, so that'll be 10-13. But then I got ECU, Clemson, Kentucky over in that Kansas-Arizona game, Tarleton State, and Riverside here at the end of the night. So maybe I can finish strong and get close to even. We'll see.
Plenty of games left on the board today.
Yep.
I see Northridge is trailing by 8. That's no bueno. Santa Barbara coming for
Not bad.
coming for that title.
Santa Barbara's a good team in that tournament.
Oh yeah, they are. I think that blown loss to Irvine really lit a fire under their ass going into this too.
Yeah, I'm 6-13, but we'll be all right. I think we got a couple games pending: USC, Arizona, Kentucky. So see if we can mitigate some losses today. But definitely going to be a day in the red for sure. Not too many days though, so don't want to glaze myself too hard.
Just put 10 units on Utah State tonight.
Nah, I'm good. I don't do that. I win more days than I lost, so.
Yeah, no.
I'll keep those comments to myself, though.
Well, should we just hop into tomorrow?
Let's do
tomorrow then, for what we got available here. Bonnie's VCU kicking off the morning.
Bonnie's, what a cover today, huh?
Never in doubt, dude. Never in doubt. There were people in the comments after I did Kerm's show and we were watching last night that said Bonnie's was a horrible pick. Last I checked, they played 40 minutes, so they got it done. Made it entertaining at least. No one likes a blowout easy winner. We want to pay attention for a full 2 hours. So shout out Bonnie's for getting that done.
Heck yeah! Shout out Bonnie's. Big number here. Kind of want to go back to the well and bet the Bonnies yet again here.
As do I, my friend. I know VCU's been a wagon, but all they got to do is win it. Bonnies are desperate. They're playing decent ball right now too. Loyola or VCU did beat them, I think, like by 15 or something earlier in the year. Speaking of which, I was going to look at that spread. VCU. No. Yeah, I was gonna come on, load. Just want to see what the spread was in the last time they played.
At home, it was around this number as well.
So I was gonna say it couldn't have been like too far off, but
it was like 11 or 12. Yeah.
Bonaventure. It was 2.5.
At
Am I
home.
looking at the right team? VCU. Oh, yeah. At St. Bonaventure, they're laying 2.5. They lost by 2, and then game after was 12.5. Oh, that was the game that they weren't covering, and then the last like 10 minutes they just went on like a 20-0 run or something, 15-0 run. I like the Bonnies tomorrow. VCU hasn't played in a week. Now they got a Bonnies team with a game under the belt who was losing the whole game. They pulled it out of their ass. They got the win. You could argue maybe a little second lease on life here after they were down for 35 minutes plus of that game. Now they're back. VCU a little rusty, new gym, neutral. Maybe they're not as used to it. And then again, first game they played 2-point loss, and then it was tight in that second one until again like the last like 5-10 minutes of that game when VCU just stretched it out and went on that run. I don't hate Bonnies here tomorrow. I think maybe a little money line sprinkle too potentially. VCU's in no matter what. I know they're off of a loss. I wish they would have beat Dayton, but
yeah, I'll be on Bonaventure here. I feel like this is just a little bit too many points. I don't think they're gonna win this by double digits. Early game. They're in DC. Both teams got good solid defenses. I see this as kind of a slugfest battle. The over-under kind of tells you that 133. This game will probably be in like the 60s. So I feel like this is like a 68-61 game, something like that. I don't think it's a double-digit win for VCU. So I'll be on the Bonnies. I'll bet it. They keep it close here and keep it within 10.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll take St. Bonaventure.
Bonnies it is all around. Yeah, Kyle, that was brutal. That money. Did you take the points or did you just take just the money line? Because that'd be double brutal if you didn't take the points. But still, they should have had it. They were up 9 with 3 minutes left or something like that. They should have fucking beat them. That was a brutal no win there. That would have been huge for them.
Hey, thanks, Cam Murray. I appreciate you. I'm not going to glaze myself, though, because you can be up 60 units and everyone's going to hate on you regardless. So thanks, Cam Murray. Appreciate you, dude. That was an easy sweat or no sweat. Still down a little bit today, but all good.
Hey, Stooley, SMU up 3 right now.
Shut your whore mouth. Just let it.
I'm just letting you know.
Hey,
I got it on. Well, let's see what happens. Yeah, I gotta drop the Google sheet. I'll be completely honest. I forgot to put all my shit into this morning. Whatever I had last night was in here. But other than that, might be. I'll drop it in here quick and then move on. As I type my shit in. Oregon, Michigan State. Michigan State's only laying 5.5. Last time these two played, Oregon was up 9 at halftime at Sparty.
Yeah, and Michigan State was still covered. It's fantastic.
Yeah. Oh, you're on Sparty?
Oh yeah, I don't want to glaze myself though. So, yeah, Huff has better vibes being 6-13 than Trev did last night when he was in the green. Yeah, I do. I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it.
Fresh off the Sacred Heart game. All right, it was brutal.
Hey, we're up 60 units this month, this year, I guess. So, but yeah, don't want to glaze myself too much. So if you want to bring it, come on, bring it. Hit me up in my DMs. Let's go. I'm going to take Oregon here. I think Oregon's a hotter team. You heard it here from Tom Izzo. He doesn't like laying doesn't like laying points. He doesn't like he doesn't care about this as much. We heard it on Pardon My Take. So I think Oregon's playing with the hot hand. They want to make a little run. Stooley, you kind of said it a couple days ago. Imagine Oregon UCLA. Well, they're going to play each other in the semifinals of this tournament. So give me Oregon +5.
Whoa. We're not going to glance over that last part of that, but I do think Oregon is playing. What's tomorrow? Saturday. Oregon's playing Saturday.
No, I just shouted you out. Said imagine Oregon and UCLA playing each other.
I said that before I saw the bracket. Now I completely revised what I was going to say.
No,
that's just too outlandish.
I know. I was giving you flowers there.
I know, but I said that before I saw the bracket. Once I saw Wisconsin was there, I was like, oh, okay, they'll beat Northwestern, then they're going to beat UCLA. It'll be Wisconsin, Oregon again, and it'll be it's gonna be a tough spot. I'm going to take Oregon in the points here. I think Sparty's ready for they're ready for a loss. You know, a loss would do them good. Little extra edge chip on their shoulder going into the actual tournament here. And it's a nasty 5.5 line, only 5.5. They came back from 9 down, covered a 9.5 line previously. They should be able to win by 6 points. I don't think so. Give me the Ducks here, quack in Indianapolis.
Yeah, hand up. I'm stupid as hell for fading Dana Altman, thinking that he was going to get outcoached today, and that Indiana was going to win there. Should have been on Oregon. That's okay. I don't like fading Izzo in March, but I think that Oregon's got more to play for right now. So give me Oregon plus the 5.5. And I will bet this one as well.
IU was there, man. They were there majority of the game.
Oh yeah, they were.
What's the money line price?
Yeah, if it's and buts were candies were nuts, every day would be Christmas. Yeah,
it's very true. What's this Oregon +190 on the money line? I see on DraftKings. I will take that. I'm just going to see if this pops up a little bit. We'll see. I'm going to be on it, though. Here you go, Elliot. Take it away. Your Kennesaw boys.
My Kennesaw boys. They had a good win tonight. New Mexico State kind of shot themselves in the foot, missing free throws. I think it was like 57% from the line. And then obviously, you got the free throw to tie it up, and just the epitome of the whole game came down to that one free throw, and New Mexico State missed it. I'll be on Liberty here, though. I think that they're the significantly better team. It was a tough fought battle against Kennesaw State against New Mexico State tonight. So give me Liberty minus the 7.5. Writing it down right now. Not an official bet yet. I'll kind of wait and see what this line does and what else I have on the board. But it'll be Liberty minus 7.5 for me. Especially because I did forget to mention Kennesaw State beat them at Liberty, one of the last games of the season. And so I think that it's a revenge spot for Liberty. They're coming in pissed knowing that Kennesaw State ruined their senior day.
Very good point.
Go ahead, Trevor.
I don't like fading this Liberty team, but I mean, they've split the series, both won home games, road games. What was the score of this 5-point win and then a 8-point loss? It was pretty tight. Now we're on a neutral here. Liberty's playing pretty good minus the that loss to Kennesaw. They've been doing all right. I mean, they busted up Western Kentucky, UTEP, Middleton, kept it close. I'll take Kennesaw, but I don't know if I bet this. I think Woolley and company, like they've been pretty damn good. They can keep this game close. The second one on the road was close. The first one at home was close. I just think it's a little too many points. I think it comes down to like a 1-2 possession game late. And if you're getting that 7, if it's a 4 or 5 point game, you can at least get the hook or whatnot. If they foul and don't get a bucket, then down 4 or 5, shoot 2 free throws. Now you're at 6 or 7. Which I think is generally probably where it'll go or land. So I'll take Kennesaw. I'm not going to bet this yet. Who knows what I'll do in a little bit.
Yeah, I'm with you, Stooley. I think I'll take Kennesaw here as well too. Expect a close game. A little kind of worried about the foul game a little bit here, but I think Liberty gets it done. Kennesaw loses this game by 5-6, so I'm with you. I'll take Kennesaw, and I'll wait to bet this as well too. It's kind of already going up a little bit.
Oh, beautiful. Ole Miss versus Auburn. Auburners going to get – everybody's going to bet Auburn tomorrow, right?
Yeah, Dayton Auburn has not been profitable this season, but I'm down to do it again. Ole Miss got a little magic.
Yeah, man, that buzzer 3, you could argue fade them off of that, but I think in March it's a little different, especially tournament play. Like it's just a boost. Like I think it's just confidence. You're dead, you win the game on that buzzer beater, you got more life. I think they come in just motivated and confident, ready to play. Auburn hasn't looked pretty good or too good lately. End of the season, back-to-back losses. They lost at home to Bama. They lost at A&M. Tennessee or Mississippi and Kentucky, they fucked up. Georgia gave them a scare. Arkansas gave them a scare. Alabama game was back and forth for a little bit there. Vandy was hanging around. They did lose by 12, but they were hanging around, and then that lost to Florida. So, I mean, like 2 games you could say they looked good, and that was Kentucky and Mississippi. Other than that, they've all been fairly, close and tight games. I think Ole Miss with the second chance at Auburn, I think they can do it. And that game they played earlier this year, Auburn hit every 3 they needed to when they needed to kill momentum and keep this stretched out a little bit at arm's length. I think I don't think they'll have the same luck tomorrow. I'll take Ole Miss with the points here tomorrow.
I'll be on Auburn here, minus the 11.5. Won't bet it. I'll be rooting for you guys since you guys are betting it probably. But I'll be on Auburn. I think they've lost two games in a row. Everybody's claiming that now they're a 2 seed. They kind of lost the 1 seed. I think they bounce back, get it rolling here. Don't necessarily think they will win the SEC tournament, but I think they win a couple games, kind of get their feet back under them after losing those last 2 in regular season. So I'll be on Auburn. If I was going to bet something, it'd definitely be the over here. I just think that high scoring, as Huff was talking about last night, these games when they come down to the last 4 or 5 minutes, they're physical in the SEC. They're going to be a lot of foul calls, and they could run the score up there in the last 4 minutes just based off of fouls and free throws. Both teams shoot the free throw at about 74%, so shoot the free throw really well, can convert. So I'd be on the over if I was betting something, but I'll be on Auburn. I'll pick Auburn minus 11.5.
Yeah. No, go for it. I was just going to read what Rod Father said.
Yeah, I mean, 11.5 point spread. Over is definitely in play in conference tournament season as well, outside of the stats here. Yeah, I like that over as well, and I'll side with you, Stooley, here. And I think Ole Miss avenges their kind of beat downs from Auburn as well too. Give me Ole Miss plus 11.5. I'll wait to bet it as well. But I do like that over for sure.
Yeah, Rod Father's here. He's got an over stat for you over bettors. Bet the total over in Ole Miss games revenging a loss versus opponents 10 points or more. Over's record is 13-2 since the 2024 season. It's not too shabby. And like Huff said, just especially late game fouling, desperation, even down 7, 8, 9 points, teams will still foul. They don't give a shit. So yeah, over or nothing. If you want maybe a first half under. Because we have seen games start out slow in the second half, teams just go nuts, and then the whole foul game and shit. So there's that. And as I say that, Jen said she hit four unders today. None of them were SEC games though.
Nice.
Here we go, Elliot. Take this one away. Your Wichita boys.
Oh yeah, I've already been in the chat on this. I kind of called it last night. As long as they were able to get past South Florida today, I think they're going to give Memphis problems. Penny almost a double-digit dog here. Memphis would be lucky to win this game, let alone. They're not. I don't think they're going to come close to covering the 9.5. I'd be really impressed if they win this game by double digits. This will be a bet for me. I will be on Wichita State plus the 9.5. They've already beaten Memphis this year already, and now we're getting Memphis. Wichita State's already got a game under their belt. Memphis hasn't. I'll go with the comfortability of having one game in the Dickies Arena versus Memphis, just kind of hanging out. And with Penny, he's probably not doing much with them as a coach. I will say he's getting better as a coach, but still don't like when he's a favorite by basically damn near 10 points or more. So Wichita State plus 9.5 is a bet for me.
I think this will probably climb up too, by the way.
What'd you say?
I was just saying I think this will probably climb up.
Yeah, I'll take Wichita here as well. I mean, too many points. Penny Hardaway. Yeah, I'm with you. Trevor. I think it climbs up as well too. And Wichita's shocker in March. Programs in March do well. We've seen it already this season. So yeah, give me Wichita to cover
Shock
this number.
World, baby.
Be competitive.
Where's Ron Baker when you need him for Wichita? He'd be a huge asset tomorrow.
He's probably golfing at Teradyne tomorrow.
Oh, he still lives around there?
He lives in Wichita, yeah.
There you go. Yeah, I'll take Wichita too. I'll wait on this. They already played. I believe that it was pretty tight the first time, wasn't it?
They split the series.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking the first one, 61-53. That was the one I was thinking of, but yeah, got him in overtime the second time. 9.5 is too much. I agree. Especially on a neutral here. Memphis has got all the pressure too. Everyone just expects them to roll first time in this arena. We saw teams come out today and just look not the same in these first games at these arenas. So I'll be on Wichita with you boys. I'll just let her climb up. St. Louis versus Loyola-Chicago. Fuck you, Davidson.
I was on this. I picked St. Louis. I didn't bet them. I wish I did. I just couldn't bet them. I feel like they're like my Butler team. I just can't bet St. Louis personally. But I feel like this might be the right side tomorrow as well too. Loyola, though, have played some close games and have covered this number multiple times. So I've gone back and forth on this one.
Yeah, they split the season series. Both won at home. St. Louis won by 9. Loyola-Chicago won by 9 at home, and then St. Louis blew out Loyola-Chicago by 31 at home. This is tough. I hate betting St. Louis. You got any strong conviction or lean on this, Trev?
I'm gonna bet Loyola-Chicago. I feel like they got the fresh legs. They've been in close games as well too. The line is a little nerve wracking. St. Louis offense has been kind of cooking lately. They needed overtime tonight, or on the last game, and then they kind of handed it to Davidson. But letting Davidson get 75 is telling. I think Loyola-Chicago's defense can kind of clamp here, and I expect them to get the job done on the short spread. I'll take Loyola-Chicago money line. Loyola-Chicago in March. Let's talk about March.
Yeah.
Jen brings up a good point. You can't play any Catholic angle for the Friday, and both of them aren't eating meat tomorrow.
Loyola-Chicago had many more fillet of fish fillets, whatever the hell it's called at McDonald's.
Okay, I'll be on Loyola then. Loyola fish fillet parlay, baby.
I was gonna say I hate Loyola on the road, but the last month and a half of the season they weren't terrible on the road. They got wins. They weren't losing all these games, so I think. Maybe they show up here. I think everybody was all over St. Louis today. They got it done, and now I think they see them catching points tomorrow. I think they're gonna love St. Louis again tomorrow. So I'll take the Ramblers with you. Go Blurs money line. I see is like minus 125 or so. Um,
The only thing that scares me, actually it doesn't really scare me, but both teams struggle from the free throw line. So in a close game like this, you might as well just take the money line of whichever side you like. But yeah, Sister Jean, man, the magic of Sister Jean, she'll be there, I'm sure, right?
oh, she's got to be. And Rod's got a stat supporting us, their trend. Bet against St. Louis in away or neutral games versus good defensive teams. Shooting percent defense of less than 42%. St. Louis record since 2023 is 4-17 against the spread. Beautiful. Yep.
So they're backing up our
money line, baby.
They're backing up our filet o fish. There you go, Rod. Sorry, I got it wrong. The filet o fish.
The filet o fish play of the day, Loyola.
Yeah, we can just call it the filet of the day.
Filet of the day. The Blurs. What do we got next? Here we go. The Grambling boys. Alabama State. I kind of get the vibe that Grambling State's going to win the whole damn thing at this point. I like them. You guys know that, but
they just lost to Alabama State at home by 12 last game of the regular season. We all, I think, were on Texas Southern today. Alabama State kind of made us eat crow there. I kind of want to take Alabama State, but this 3.5 kind of is a little scary. Might be one of those close nail-biter games down at the end, just kind of like that Grambling State Southern game was. SWAC is always freaking entertaining as hell, even though it doesn't even have to be. Somehow they make it an entertaining game when you think it's not going to be. I'll be on Alabama State minus 3.5. I'll ride with the Hornets here.
Yeah, I'll take Alabama State as well here too. I think Grambling is definitely a good team. I think they're going to be competitive in this game also, but I think Alabama State get it done. On the ball game, maybe just running it out alone, and Alabama State might be punching their ticket to Dayton as well too, for that 16 seed slot that we've seen many times. A SWAC team go to Dayton, and Alabama State's been there before as well too. I'll take Alabama State laying the points.
Fair. I'll go against you. I'm going to be on Grambling 3.5 money line. I'm just getting vibes from this team that they're going to win it all. Huge win over Southern, absolutely huge. They almost blew that game, but they found a way to win. Even when blowing it in regulation, they went to overtime, found a way, got it done. They didn't look great, majority of that game, but they still found a way to get it done. I don't think they play any worse versus Alabama State. I think they probably play better, not to mention they've had a day off to rest the old legs. Alabama State can be on a back-to-back here. I'll take Grambling. I think their athleticism, I know they're on paper not a great team, but they're still overall solid. They just played this team and lost to them. I think they're going to have a little bit of familiarity here and remember that and feed off of that. So I'll take Grambling the 3.5 tomorrow and probably just sprinkle on the money line too. Wisconsin, USC or UCLA.
That's the SWAC championship game, correct? I know Jen was asking.
No, it's the
semis.
It's the semifinals. Yeah.
Who's in the other one? Alcorn State?
No, Bethune-Cookman and
Jackson State.
Jackson, yeah.
Yeah, Jackson State.
Jackson won, right? Yeah.
Too many states, man.
They're all state colleges.
Go ahead, Trevor.
Take it away.
Yeah, we saw Wisconsin. Their offense looked much better today, and I think that can be attributed to having what's his nuts back, Klesmit. Granted, it wasn't pretty, but it looked better than what it has lately, in my opinion. I know they didn't cover, but they should have. Minus a pointless 3 at the buzzer. They should have covered that game and won by margin. I think, UCLA coming in, Wisconsin lost this team by 2 on the road. UCLA is coming in squeaking past Northwestern and then just dominating USC. I think Wisconsin gets the revenge here. They need to get figuring this out again before they go into the tournament. They can't go into the tournament on another losing streak or loss. I know they beat Northwestern, but other than that, like they didn't look good to end the season. I think this is a nice measuring stick game. Get right, beat UCLA. They're going to have the size to battle with them inside. That trip, their loss to UCLA, that was a West Coast trip. Second game, but they still didn't. I'll still chalk it up to it being the West Coast. It was just a weird travel spot for them in general. And we saw teams go west and trip up all the time. But the fact that they lost by 2, I like that. I think getting Klesmit and Winter back in the lineup going to be a huge help. They got that one game under their belt. I think tomorrow they get it done here.
Yeah, I'm with you here too as well. I'm gonna take Wisconsin. This feels like a Wisconsin team that wins the Big Ten tournament and then loses first round or two of March. Just a classic Big Ten championship team. So hey Trevor, you can be mad all you want, but I mean, Big Ten championship teams do it. I think you want to differ your point. I think you want to see Wisconsin lose before winning this tournament. No Big Ten team does well. Even in March, they haven't won a championship since 2000 collectively. But, Big Ten championship teams don't do too well. This Wisconsin team feels like a Big Ten championship team. But I was trying to say UCLA, Oregon, and wanted to see that matchup though. So I'm kind of going against that point. But I think this Wisconsin team's ready. We see tough defense out of them more than we've seen in the past, and hopefully, I trust Wisconsin way more in a short number than I do than a long number, like we saw against Northwestern today. Last year's champ made the Elite Eight. Whoop de fucking do! Congrats on winning the Elite Eight. They haven't won a championship since 2000.
Yeah, pretty bad for the Big Ten.
I'll be on Wisconsin here. I think their free throw shooting down the stretch will kind of seal this game for them. I don't mind taking the -1.5. I was on Northwestern today. Shout out to them for the backdoor cover and for Wisconsin for letting it happen. But like Trevor said, they just got a couple of their pieces back. Klesmit kind of worked back into the rotation. Today was going to be a little slow, a little groggy. Tomorrow they should be firing a little bit better on maybe not on all cylinders, but they should be getting that swagger back that they kind of had there in the middle of the conference when they were kind of rolling teams and putting up 90+ every second you look. So I'll be on Wisconsin here, -1.5.
I want them to lose in the semis or the finals, one of the two, probably the semis, just so they get a little more fresh. But I want them to win a few games, build up some confidence and continuity.
What seed are they right now? What seed line are they? 5
in the actual tournament.
Yeah, in the actual tournament.
4 seed.
5 or 6 I saw last. With the losses that they accrued at the end, I think it bumped them down too.
So do they? I mean, do you think they can, if they roll the table in here in the Big Ten, they get a 4 seed probably? That's probably
if they win the Big Ten championship, they'll be a 3 seed. Without a doubt.
3 or 4.
So their ceiling's a 3, and no matter when they lose, they're probably low as a 6.
I think they're low. Their
Or 5?
basement is a 6. I think
6?
5 or 6 is probably where they're going to sit at. If they make the semis of the championship or win, I think they're sitting 5-4, somewhere around there. If they win, probably a 3 or a 4. But I'm fine with whatever. I mean, there's tons of good teams around the country anyway. It's the tournament. Anything can happen. So.
Oh yeah, you just got to get in.
Yes, sir.
Cash USC. Did anyone on Louisiana Tech with me? It's a good sweat right now.
I was on Middleton.
Did you bet it?
I mean, no bet. Knife to a gunfight. So I will cheer for. Is it close? I'll cheer by Lost.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about what said in the chat then today. A little nicer way to phrase it. Louisiana Tech is tied 62-62 right now. 25 seconds.
How many did Arizona get their heads out of their asses here.
Seen that many times.
God damn. Getting outscored by 8. What's that?
Zeke Mayo's clipping threes. That's awesome.
Yeah. First was AJ Store last night. Now it's Zeke Mayo. What the fuck?
Yeah. Come on, East Carolina.
FAU's laying 2.5 against Tulane. Lower seeds laying points here.
I will go with Tulane here. It's already up to 3.5. I see a couple places. I think Tulane offensively a good team. A little worrisome defensively. But they won by 15 against Florida Atlantic the first time that they played. I expect same difference, and I don't know why Florida Atlantic's laying points. You guys can buy into that all you want. I think it's a fair play because they're laying points. But I'll take Ron Hunter to prevail in this matchup and at least cover the number. I'll take Tulane plus 3.5.
It's up to 3.5 now. It's cruising. Damn.
It's interesting.
3.5. Go for it.
It's 3.5.
They only played once this year, right?
Yeah, they won by 15.
Yeah.
Ooh. At home. I just don't like this Florida Atlantic team. Don't know if I'll actually bet this, but I will take Tulane. You said 3.5 now. Maybe I'll wait, see if I can get it at a higher number. If it gets anywhere close to that 5 range, I'll fire on Tulane here.
Yeah, I'm just not impressed with this FAU team either. I know they've looked good lately, but it was South Florida, East Carolina, and Charlotte that they beat, and they beat Charlotte today by 5. So I mean, it wasn't like a crazy dominant game. I think Tulane's gonna be pretty motivated here after they got embarrassed by 15 to this team. Coming in with a win over UAB, maybe a little confidence. But I just think FAU's laying points for a reason. I know they beat them by 15. I know FAU kind of carries a little name brand, potentially, or not potentially. They do with their name, but I think a lot of people have tried to bet them this year, and it falls through every time. I don't know how many people are going to want to lay points with them. I'll take FAU. I'm not going to bet this game though. Because I wouldn't be surprised with an FAU just stinker and they just shit the bed and lose by 15, but I wouldn't be surprised if they also won by like 8 or 9. So I'll pick FAU, no bet for me though on this one.
We got a buzzer beater review going on for Middle Tennessee, Louisiana Tech. Absolute fire.
I think it was late.
Middle Tennessee, hopefully late.
I think it looked late to me.
It's looking late. Let's hope. No, I don't care about losing. Mr. Positive. I am Mr. Positivity. I don't care about losing. I'm still happy. But yeah, whatever. You can be up 60 units. People are going to troll you. Life is full of trolls. Just keep moving on. I'm all good. Life's good. A little drunk. Since like 9 a.m. today. So.
Oh yeah.
Hanging on by a thread. Stuli, you have to take Florida Atlantic. It's almost principle.
I know, but
situation.
My allegiance was more with John L. Davis, Nick Boyd, fucking Vlad, Elijah Martin, like those boys, Dusty May, the whole crew, like
they all left.
Gang.
He's not on FAU.
They're fucking gone. I mean, I like him. I'll root for him. I do, but the team's just been infuriating.
Hey, John Jacobs.
No, I think he's a great hire. I think it's going to work out. I just think it's, this year was definitely an adjustment period to everything they had going on. New coach, bringing in new guys, using some bench guys as your starters and whatnot. But I think they'll be fine. Jacobs was a good hire. It's just going to take a year or two before they start clicking on it. So I'm not too worried about it. But yeah, I'll pick FAU here. No bet as of now. And let's go Oklahoma. They came back from like down 10.
Yeah, what year did FAU have that Cinderella run?
23.
Hey Trevor, that's damn near how we met. We both had I had Florida Atlantic just Final Four. You had Florida Atlantic to win it all.
Mm-hmm. That's
and
right.
Final Four. That's damn near how we met on Twitter. Is both having Florida Atlantic in that situation, which all came down to damn near a buzzer beater against Penny Hardaway in the 8-9 matchup.
I know, and that phantom
You had the
fucking
first
foul.
round. Fan foul my ass. He hacked it. They're playing hacking.
Yeah, you're out of your damn mind. What are you still bitching about Memphis for? Marquise Noel would have clamped Memphis? No chance. Florida Atlantic.
He clamped Kentucky, so he would have clamped Memphis too, probably.
Kentucky sucks. We all know that.
How'd that work out for Florida Atlantic? Yeah.
We always struggle against the underdogs, man. Loyola-Chicago lost in the Elite Eight. Florida Atlantic lost in the Elite Eight. We take down the top dogs.
That's what I thought. Yeah, I'm all for Marquise Noel, but so is Rico Bosco.
Miko Bosco.
What's next?
Texas, Tennessee. Hell of a game. That Texas game was fucking nuts today.
Texas plus 6.5. That was awesome. But then when it went to double overtime, I was like, all right, let's chill out.
I know, me too. I was ready to make a buzzer beater. I was like, I don't care if I don't get the money line. Just fucking somebody make a shot so they don't lose by 7 or 8 in overtime. Shout out the Horns though. But what I know they're gonna be tired. I know Tennessee plays physical.
It was a 4-point game last time they played. Only time they played.
Yeah, I get it's a back-to-back and everything, but 10.5. Can Tennessee even like score enough points to pull away this far? I'm not sure, especially on a neutral in an arena they haven't played. Texas, third game in 3 days, and they're coming off a double OT game. That's brutal.
Yeah. I think we keep continuing to ride Texas. They're the hot hand, kind of that Cinderella team, and random March. Took it today. It worked out. They were up the entire game for most of the point, and they ended up winning the game. Although it went to overtime, but they were up for majority of that game. So I kind of like the match that they've had. Although they're, got some pieces that haven't really developed as much as they expected to, and I don't love taking Rodney Terry. I'll take Rick Barnes in January. I'll take Rick Barnes in December. I'll take Rick Barnes in February. But it's March. Rick Barnes in March is something to kind of worry about. So yeah, I'll take Texas here plus 10.5.
Yeah, I'll take Texas plus 10.5 as well. I don't know if I'll bet it just based on the fact that I think that now they think that they're in the tournament. So are they just going to be relieved like, oh, that was the game we needed to get into the tournament? It was also, like you said, back-to-back days playing. Now we get off of a double overtime game against, one of their bigger rivals who definitely wanted to knock them off today and keep them out of the tournament. So I'll be on Texas plus the 10.5. I don't know if I'll bet it yet, though.
Yeah, I'll probably fire on it. Maybe first half Texas. They're more familiar with this, a little revenge angle from losing to them last time, and then maybe second half Tennessee defense gets real physical and they kind of just body them and their legs give out. They've played 2.5 games or almost 2.5 games now the last 2 days now. So I mean, it's a lot of wear and tear. Tennessee's pretty physical, but their offense is terrible. If Lanier doesn't come out making shots, they're gonna struggle to score. So I might look at Texas first half actually.
Yeah, that
one way or another, I'll be on Texas.
Dan told in the chat he likes the under. I don't mind that, just because Tennessee can play with a little slower pace. Texas obviously just out that double overtime game. I think that they maybe could come out a little slower, but maybe they're still pretty good defensively. So I wouldn't mind an under, maybe even a first half under. Tennessee's first game there in the tournament. Texas off the double overtime game. That could be a good look as well.
Yeah, I love that angle.
I don't hate that first half under.
But yeah, do you guys think this will come up? I know Adam's in the chat saying it. Wait till it hits plus 12. I mean, they are at home.
Yeah, because it opened at 9.5, so it's already up a point as well too.
Yeah, so I guess you like Texas, just wait.
Yeah, if you like Tennessee, you should probably go now then. It's already started moving. Yeah. Toledo, Akron. What a heaping bag of shit Bowling Green was today. that was never a fucking chance. God damn.
You bet Bowling Green?
Yeah, I did last night. Luckily, I forgot to give up my morning picks, so because I woke up late, I was up super late, so thank God. But yeah, I liked Bowling Green. I thought they were live potentially. I was like, just a sleepy spot for Akron early in the morning. They're expected to win. Bowling Green's got nothing to lose. Big Marcus Johnson, he'd be the guy that would become like a national sensation if they made it to the tournament. Just that big old unit down there, but no dice with Bowling Green today. That was completely wrong.
You're a better man than me. I picked Akron. I didn't bet it, but wish I did. That was no sweat. They were
Same.
They were covering that number the entire way.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, what were they up like 13 at halftime? I was like, ugh.
And I think they do keep it rolling here. To Adam Westbury's question in the chat, I will take Akron. I listen. I think they roll. This is their conference to win. Toledo's defense is super porous. They played a tough game against Ohio. Akron put up 90 plus points with ease, and I think they can do it again against Toledo here. And I expect them to solidify their tournament run. Get a little closer, get to the championship game, but and I think they do cover this number as they just, as your point, they've been drilled teams and they continue doing that here. So I will take Akron laying the points against Toledo's bad defense.
Yeah,
and John Gurchy's great. Gurchy's great.
I will be on Akron as well. I'll lay it with Akron. I'll also maybe look at the team total for Akron. As you said, Toledo's defense is just absolutely atrocious. What they give up today, I know it went to overtime, but give up 85 to Ohio, 82. Last time out, like you said, give up 96 to Akron. Time before that, 85. So I'll maybe take a look at what that team total is. But yeah, I'll lay it with Akron and look at that Akron team total angle.
I'm guessing it's going to be around like 86 and a half.
Yep, that was what I was thinking. 86 or 87, maybe.
Yeah, I'm with Huff. I'll take Akron here. Keep it rolling. Toledo war today. You let Ohio. Yeah, Ohio should have won. Shout out the refs for making sure Toledo moved down, but I think Akron rolls them. Akron's just the by far better team, especially after a blowout win today. I think they're just motivated to keep just trucking teams. And Toledo, no defense. Good luck. Akron can play defense with a better coach too. So I'll take Akron laying the points tomorrow.
Yeah, it looks like the Zach Phelps, shout out Zach in the chat, saying 87.5 for that Akron team total over.
Don't hate it. George Washington versus Mason. Mason's laying 2.5.
And I will take George Mason here. Washington played a tough game. I know Washington's defense is pretty good. I think Mason's going to make some noise here, though, in March and be a problem for your VCUs. And Dayton's trying to sneak into the A10 or through the A10 tournament to March. I like George Mason here. I'm worried about their offense just a tad bit, but I think that they can slow it down enough where minimizes possessions for George Washington. George Washington just scored 82 times in a row playing against Fordham. Now they're going to see George Mason, who they lost by 3 to twice. I expect a similar number here, and I don't see a revenge angle here. So give me George Mason on the spread.
Yeah, I'm with you. Mason beat him twice this year. I know they were tight games. But Mason found a way to get it done. And like you said, Washington had a war against Fordham, and Fordham didn't play good. Jackie Johnson III did. That was about it. It was George Mason or Washington versus Jackie Mason III, and Jackie Mason himself or Johnson covered that game. I mean, he went nuclear today. So I'll take the better team that's well rounded. In Mason, Mason's playing good ball. They have great defense. They get to the foul line a lot too. They can shoot the three. I do worry about their turnovers potentially. That does seem to be an issue, but if they're not giving the ball away an outrageous amount, I think they'll be fine. But if they have turnover issues, I think they're probably going to lose outright. I don't know if they'll find a way because you're going to be giving out some runouts and shit. But I think Mason's the right side here. It's a low total. Kind of tells me that Mason's just going to clamp down and Washington's going to struggle to score and get much of anything going tomorrow.
Yep, I will. I'll be on George Mason minus the 2.5. No bet for me though. George Mason won by 3 in each of the 2 games here in regular season. Rivalry game, hard to beat a team 3 times. I know that George Mason is the better team. Significant. No, I wouldn't even say significantly better team, but is the better team than George Washington. But in a rivalry game, you can kind of throw that out, especially at your third chance at the rivalry in one season. George Washington will get up here. So yeah, I'll take George Mason, but don't really feel comfortable in betting it just because I could see Washington coming up and clipping them here.
Fair. MAAC, Iona versus Quinnipiac. Quinnipiac laying 3.5.
I will lay it here. I just like fading Iona. I don't care. Manhattan didn't cover today. They got rolled by 12, but I like fading Iona here. And I like rooting against them. So completely personal for me. Nothing against Tobin Anderson, but just this Iona team just kind of pisses me off. And I think Quinnipiac is a dangerous team that can sneak into the tournament that no one would. That no one would bet first round, but I think can give a team problems in the 14 or 15 seed, whatever they're graced with. So if they make it out of this tournament, which I expect them to do. So I'll lay the points with Quinnipiac. Iona pisses me off. Their mascot is creepy, Jen.
That thing is creepy.
Shout out to this game. It's on ESPN News.
Oh, hell yeah. National.
What a great channel. I'll be on Quinnipiac here. Minus 3.5. Sure, I'll lay it. I don't mind that. I faded Iona today. Didn't do me too well, so I'll fade Tobin Anderson and Iona again tomorrow. I think Quinnipiac is. I'm guessing it'll probably be Quinnipiac, Merrimack in that final, and that'll be a hell of a game. So hopefully that's what I'll be. What I'll be on, but yeah, Quinnipiac minus 3.5 for me.
I'm gonna go opposite. I like Iona here. They were down double digits today. They came back and they dominated the rest of that game. The 2 times they have played this year, where is Iona? 1 point win at Iona, and then when they played Iona at home, it was a 5-point win. So I think it being a neutral, Iona's played today, so I think they're going to be a little bit more ready and just loose. And then Quinnipiac played 2 days ago. And beat a Rider team pretty damn easily. But I just think third time you're playing, recency or familiarity, not to mention Iona's just played today. I think they're going to be fairly loose. Tobin Anderson does have a little success in the tournament here. And Quinnipiac's been good, but they've also dropped some stinkers. 3.5, I'll take it. I'll wait. I think Quinnipiac will get bet up. So I think if you like Quinnipiac, you could take it now, but I'm going to wait on Iona and hopefully you can get like a 4.5, maybe a 5. And then maybe we all win here. 4-point Quinnipiac win. Everyone goes home happy.
Let's go, Aaron.
Morgan State, Norfolk. Who bet Morgan State today?
I didn't bet it, but I picked Morgan State.
Good battle.
Take it away.
I'll do it again here as well, too. I know Norfolk State running this tournament. It's a home game for them, essentially. But Morgan State's going to be spoiling victors in this tournament. And I will wait to bet this as well, too. Morgan State sneaking out of this tournament. They've been in Dayton before. They got another trip to Dayton booked. Look out for Morgan State and the MEAC to get it done. I know this Norfolk State team is pretty good. Trevor, remember that cover we had against them or against Butler?
Baylor.
Or not
Baylor.
Butler. Yeah, Baylor.
Never a doubt, dude.
Yeah, that was a fun one in holiday season. Morgan State, though, gets it done. I think Norfolk State's defense is good enough. Their offense is good enough. But Morgan State sneaks out at least a cover with it being too many points. So I'll take the 10.5, 11.5, whichever I can get.
Yep, I'm right there with you, Huff. I was actually I had a bet on Howard today, so I was actually watching this game. I was pretty impressed with Morgan State. They did split the season series. Morgan State kind of played Norfolk State well in the regular season. So I think 10.5 is too many points. So yeah, give me Morgan State here.
Yeah, a little name bias here on Morgan State, I think. Just a little too much. Like Elliot said, it was a 9-point loss at Norfolk. And then Morgan State actually beat them at home. So, I mean, you know, and Norfolk wins today. They beat Howard by 12 on the road, and then they beat Eastern Shore by 7 on Wednesday. You got Morgan State coming off of a battle against Howard. They won by 1, but I think they're going to be ready for the big dogs in Norfolk State. I think it's too many points. And, you know, these games were fairly close. Norfolk hasn't looked incredibly dominant lately. I don't hate a money line sprinkle with Morgan State tomorrow either, to be completely honest. I think Morgan State's going to be live in this game. I think they're going to be leading, you know, a good chunk. It's just a matter of holding on to it. If not, they're going to be within arm's reach the whole game. Like this won't be a blowout. So Morgan State with the points, I might sprinkle that money line too. Marquette's laying 2.5 against the Johnnies. First off, what the fuck, Xavier? What the fuck?
What an amazing.
Were they up 13?
Yeah, but still was an amazing cover plus 2.5.
I didn't touch this game. Seemed like everybody was on Xavier, and then I watched the game. I was like, son of a bitch. Xavier was free, and then slowly started to unravel on him. But that half-court shot, or deep three, what a shot. Banked in, cover. Beautiful. You'll love to see that ball hit the net as the timer goes off.
Yeah. Plus 2.5. What a cover. I didn't bet Xavier though, so but still was a fun cover for I know some people that did. This line is interesting. Marquette's laying 2.5 against St. John's. Marquette seems like the team that wins the Big East tournament and then just blunders off in March.
You start to believe again, and then they shit the bed round 1.
Yeah, like as a 4 seed after winning the tournament.
Yeah.
This feels weird. I kind of want to take St. John's, but I'll back Marquette. I did against St. John's. What was that? Last Saturday, they played each other. It was a pretty defensive game, pretty gritty game. I kind of expect some revenge here, so I'll go with Marquette laying the 2.5 against St. John's. This definitely feels weird. Don't want to bet against St. John's, but I'm gonna.
Again, Marquette or St. John's, Michigan State feel like teams that they would be fine losing.
The spread's wrong. Is the spread wrong, or is that actually the spread?
That's what I saw on Unabated. Oh, Marquette's 5. What the fuck? I hate Unabated. So useless. So useless. But I like Marquette even more now that we're catching 5.5 points. First off, it's that gross ass fucking. Dude, I looked at Unabated. Let me pull this up.
They were laying points. What the fuck?
That's what I thought. I looked. Where the hell is it? There it is.
St. John's laying 5.5 on DK.
Marquette. Yeah, you can catch a 4.5 on FanDuel, 5.5 on DraftKings. Why the hell is it showing me minus whatever? But I like it now. I like it even more now. We're catching 5.5 points. They played St. John's twice, blew them both. Did SMU just fail to cover or win? Or they had a commercial? Does anybody know? If someone knows in the chat, I'd love to know. I took my eyes
What?
off the screen. Oh wait, I'm looking at the wrong game. Just kidding. It's over here. We're good. It's still under review.
Clemson lost.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, Clemson won by 2, 56-54.
No, there's still
Not
time
over.
on
It's 3 seconds left.
Oh, they're saying Clemson ball. It's over. Well, SMU plus 7 cash.
I mean, it's
No
not
money
over.
line. Well, fair. I guess it's not over.
This
Yes, Arizona pulled it
Louisiana Tech Middle Tennessee State game is awesome. Got double overtime. Now
All right. Fuck yeah. I flipped off the or no, CSUN ended, so I put on this La Tech game. But Arizona up 10, 119 left.
yeah, Arizona money line would be nice.
Kansas plus money, I'm sure it's
Hunter Dickinson, man. Give me my Enterprise rent-a-car and fucking quit basketball. Thank you.
Dude, such a fucking bitch. I hate that guy so much. Bill Self, Hunter Dickinson's gonna be the first guy he escorts off.
Hey, Hunter, this Hyundai Sonata's got a dent in the left side door. I'll sign off on it, but I just want to let you know it's got a dent in the left side door, Hunter. Hey, did you play for Kansas by chance in Michigan?
Yeah, fuck you, by the way.
Enjoy Enterprise, Hunter Dickinson. That's what you're good for.
How much does Bill Self hate you? Bill Self has to hate that fucking guy.
This Louisiana Tech Middle Tennessee State game is awesome. Damn near better than Texas A&M, Texas.
Is this our second or third double OT game today?
Second. East Carolina, please cover. Please cover East Carolina minus 3.5 for Tommy B. I literally only bet that game for Tommy B and the bar crew.
Same.
Tommy B.
Oh my God, UTSA made a 2-pointer, but they got a foul. Can make both free throws.
Oh shit! I forgot I did bet that with you guys. It's sitting in my other account. Okay, so what? We need to make 1 or 2 free throws.
2.
It's 67-65 with 6 seconds to go. It's on ESPNU if you want to turn it on.
We can do this. Believe
in Barbaro. Believe in Barbaro. Do you know who Barbaro is?
Who is?
Barbaro.
Santa Barbara?
Barbaro.
Barbaro? Is it someone in the chat?
No, it was like this horse in like the mid 2000s that won the Derby, and then it got like sick or like got injured or something, and then it was like this big like ordeal. Like everyone's like believe in Barbaro and stuff like that, and then they put the horse down like during the Preakness or Belmont with one of the two or whatever. So yeah, it was a Kentucky Derby horse. Believe in Barbaro.
We believe in Barbaro.
Bunch of bullshit.
Oh. We've got another. Have you guys seen my story today at all? Every time a team scores 69, nice. Very immature, but I find it hilarious. Anywho, yeah. So is that Marquette all around for everybody?
Now at this number, yeah, I'll take Marquette plus the 5.5.
You
I'm
like
going to lay 2.5 with them, so I guess I'll take plus 5.5.
Double check. I was gonna say you like minus 2.5. You're gonna love plus 5.5 tomorrow. Illinois, Maryland. All right, Jen. What are we doing in this game? They figure it out, or have they just been playing shitty teams? They scored.
Dude, LA.
They scored 101 today.
Iowa's LA Fitness basketball, man. What a joke. They're so
What
bad.
a joke for ECU too.
It didn't make them.
Oh yeah, they missed their free throw. Let's hope for overtime.
Yes, let's pray.
All right, he made one of them. Come on, ECU. Need a buzzer beater from UTSA to force overtime. Oh yeah, it's always in college basketball. Dude, if you're not watching this Louisiana Tech Middle Tennessee State game, you got to get it on right now. It's fantastic. Yeah, I kind of want to go with Illinois here. I think Illinois is another random team that can win the tournament. they don't expect to, and a lot of people are high on Maryland. Maryland's a good team. Kind of worried about them down low a little bit against Illinois. But I think Underwood knows what he's doing here. Can get these boys up. We just saw them get up a little bit fully healthy. So I will take Illinois here on the points or catching one, whatever it is. I'll take a money line. I think they get it done. We see Illinois make it to Sunday, I believe, in this tournament. Yeah, let's go Zona. Come on, Bill Siebert. Let's go, Zona. Lock it in.
Yeah, I'll be on Illinois money line here too as well. I like the spot for them. Only played once, lost at home. Maryland blew them out. Illinois is a lot healthier now. They got everybody back pretty much. They're playing really well. I think they were one of the ones that I had called on. I didn't bet on the Big Ten championship, but I think they were. I had to go back and rewatch the video, but I think I like them in that lower part of the bracket to possibly come out. So I'll be on Illinois money line, ILL.
Fuck, the Utah State game started. Shit, I lost track of time. I was just gonna bet them to have something going for the night. That number's long gone. I'm not laying 13.5 live.
Arizona, cash Arizona. Let's go.
Kansas plus money, probably free. They just beat them.
Let's go, Arizona.
I was getting a little nervous there. Oh, and they're not done. Steal. And one. No foul? Okay.
No
whatever.
foul. They didn't call foul. You're way behind. Game's over.
Shut up. We already know this.
Game's over.
They're probably already doing the post-game interviews.
Game's over. Tommy Lloyd shaking hands. UTSA missed a free throw. Oh, they got the rebound. Oh, my God. ECU. Oh, ECU. No way. No way. All right,
Shout out to the Bar Boys.
Shout out to Tommy B and the Bar Boys. Let's go.
Shout out to Bar Boys.
Hey, we're 9-13. We're making some headway. If Louisiana Tech can cover, we're 10-13. We'll take it. Not too bad of a losing day so far in the red. Sorry for glazing myself there. I know we're a little over an hour, so my bad.
Well, the day started was 2, 4, 6, 8, and 3 and 8, and I'm now 12 and 11. Thank fucking God. I was starting to melt into my couch this morning. I was like, oh no, today's the day it all fucking backfires on me.
Yeah, I know.
I just had to wait till the night slate for the dogs.
I think I started 2 and 6, came back to be like 5 and 6, and then went to like 6 and 13. Now 9 and 13. Maybe if Louisiana Tech covers 10 and 13, we'll see. This game is fantastic. You got to get it on. If you don't have it on ESPN Plus, you got to get it on.
Yeah, I got Oklahoma 6.5 and money line yet, and then Arizona cash. I can't. Do we want to hop in on Cal Poly? They're just giving me vibes. They're giving me vibes, man.
Do it and get pissed. I'm on UC Riverside.
Okay, I won't battle you. I do. Oh, and I have Nova plus 7.
I'm cool if you battle me.
Well, it's too late now. Now they're up 8-3. This line's gone 1.5 now. No, thank you. Anywho, whatever. I'll ride my 2 out. Maybe I'll grab a second half bet and figure it out. All right, but I have to skedaddle here, but I will take Illinois too. I know they've been playing some dog shit teams, but I think they have the offense to at least just pull this out and at least pull it away. I think everybody's going to love Maryland tomorrow. Not a big. I like Maryland. I just don't like them on the road. Illinois getting healthy. They have to play better. They did. I know they gave up 90 something to Iowa today, but Peyton Sanford's not suiting up for Maryland tomorrow. So I will take Illinois. Hey, it's still fuck Illinois. If they don't cash tomorrow, Jen, there will be hell to pay
Hey,
on the
he's
show.
got to pay his toll for all of the Illinois tourism that supplies to his state. So he's got to bet on Illinois every once in a while.
You guys just got to come up in here and pollute our lakes, drive slow on our roads, steal all of our shitty beer that we like to just keep in the store. You guys are the worst, but if your basketball team cashes, I'll knock you down a little bit. But I will be back more than likely. If not,
They drive slow. I mean, they drive in the city. I guess so.
No, they drive fucking slow. They drive fucking slow. It's annoying.
What do you call Illinois people?
Fibs, fucking Illinois bastards.
Fucking Illinois bastards. Fibs.
All right, I'll see you guys in a bit. Toodles.
We drive slow on your roads because we get targeted for tickets. Who cares? I can submit to a breathalyzer and keep driving. Okay, and no, we're not in an hour, and this show's gonna. We don't have many lines for these late night shows yet, or do we?
I don't think so.
Yeah, we got a decent amount. All right, BYU's laying 7.5 against Houston, or Houston's laying 7.5 against BYU.
BYU's playing freaking good, man.
Yeah, I think so, but I don't know if they're that physical enough to hang with Houston.
I agree, but hang with them, but keep it within 7.
I think it's a trendy ass pick. They just scored 96 points. They're hot. They haven't lost since what? They haven't lost since Saturday, February 8th against Cincinnati on the road, which is pretty impressive. They've been a hot team. They can spread the floor pretty well. Create space more so than other teams offensively. But I think Houston can physically can mess with them. I'm going to debate between a first half play here or a full game, but I side with Houston on both first half and full game here.
Yeah, I'll ride with BYU plus the 7.5. Don't know if I'll necessarily bet it. One time they played Houston this year, they lost by 31. So like you said, maybe they're not physical enough, and Houston can just out physical them and make them uncomfortable shooting the 3 and scoring here. But I'll pick BYU plus the points. We'll see if I end up betting it.
All right, you can take this one while I make some more banners.
UNC and Duke. I mean, I feel like everybody's going to be on UNC with the Cooper Flag news of him probably not returning for the entire rest of the ACC tournament. And I kind of think you probably should still be on Duke. I mean, you saw what happened in that last game against UNC. They didn't cover the number. Cooper Flag was in foul trouble basically all the first half, and part of the second half he didn't really play. And Duke was still able to get it done there at North Carolina. But I don't really feel like betting Duke without their stud player. I'll take Duke minus the 7.5, but no bet for me here. I'll kind of see how this game plays out. Maybe it's one of those games where Duke gets out to a quick run and I can grab North Carolina at like plus 12, 13, something like this. But yeah, Duke minus 7.5, no bet for me.
I think you're wrong here. I think North Carolina, they tried hard. That one girl, they got memed. We tried really hard. I think they continue trying really hard. We see some magic from North Carolina in March, just like we saw them as an 8-9 seed that got all the way to the tournament. And yeah, to J-Dub's point, I think Duke just wants to go home here, and as they should. I think they're seeing the repercussions of an automatic 1 seed playing a conference tournament game with NBA prospects on their team. So I like the way North Carolina's been playing. Even defensively, they've gotten up a little bit. Have forced tough shots. I've been able to defend the perimeter a lot better than they have earlier in the season of ACC play. I like North Carolina here plus the 7. I will battle you here and take North Carolina plus 7.
It'll be. I'll bring a knife because I'm not betting this. I could definitely see just fucking Duke's ACC telling Duke, hey, just let North Carolina win. We need another team in the tournament. And so Duke just kind of fumbles the bag and North Carolina wins outright. To be honest, it could be a play where I might just play North Carolina on the money line just for fun. Because if I could see them winning. But Duke minus 7.5 for me.
All right, Tulsa's catching 13.5 against North Texas. Over/unders 125.5. Is Tulsa's team total fucking 50 points? 52?
Yeah, something like that. 55.
I'm not betting it under in conference play, but as much as I love North Texas and I think that they can dominate, this feels like too many points. I think Tulsa can minimize possessions just as much, and I think North Texas minimizes possessions enough. As long as Tulsa's able to hit 40% or close to 40% of their shots, I think we see them cover this number, and I'll take Tulsa plus 13.5. Although they stink. Tulsa stinks.
Yeah, they do stink. I think
13.5 conference play.
Yeah, I don't. I'll take North Texas minus 13.5, but as you said, I don't. With the way that North Texas plays with the slower pace, don't really score that well on the offensive end. I do think Tulsa kind of got up and played freaking really well today against a Temple team and kind of stole that game there down the stretch. I think their luck might run out and they get rolled by 20, but I'm not that confident in it. So I'll pick North Texas minus the 12.5, 13.5.
All right. Missouri's catching 8.5. Florida's laying 8.5. Over/unders 160.5.
Missouri hadn't played very good down the stretch.
Missouri hit that over early in the season or against Mississippi State. I expect the same here. I'm gonna take the over. I know it's a lot of points. If I had to pick a team, I think Missouri does end up covering this number. I am worried about Florida physically down low. They're able to get some extra buckets down low that on second chance opportunities. But I think Missouri is good enough, capable enough, athletic enough, and just as physical to hang around. I like the over here, and I'll take Missouri plus 8.5.
Yeah, I like the over here too. I do like Florida though. In the spread here, they lost that home game to Missouri, and the only time that they played this year. I think Florida remembers that. I'll lay it with Florida, but I'm more confident. I do like the over there. So give me Florida minus the 8.5 for the side, but I will be betting the over in that over 160 and a half.
Florida remembers. Pepperidge Farm remembers. Yep, Pepperidge Farm remembers. And Louisiana Tech covered plus 2.5. Let's freaking go.
There you go. Did they win or did they?
No, they lost by 2 exactly.
Hell yeah, by the hook. There you go. I didn't bet it, but we both won. I had minus 1.5 last night.
So right now I'm 10 and I was 6-13. Now I'm 10-13 with Kentucky minus 6, UConn minus 4.5, Tarleton State plus 6.5. So probably we're gonna get some back today, but life's good. You know, up 60 units. I'll still glaze myself. Take an hour to glaze myself, but we'll see. I mean, maybe we can be 11 and 14 and get this UConn cover and let's root for Tarleton State. You know, that's our favorite team this summer or this spring, damn near. We've been betting on them all winter. So
I don't know. I kind of want to sprinkle the money line, like plus 200, just for fun.
Kent State's laying 3.5 against Miami, Ohio. Underdogs laying points. Kent State's defense, though, is just unbelievable. I think this is a scary team that could get into March. You've seen Miami, Ohio kind of play with their food. And then I know that as much as I don't believe in injuries, I know that they got some type of injuries for their team.
Yeah, Peter Suter. He didn't really score the ball really well tonight. He did have 10 assists, though. So I don't know if that was really kind of like the game plan in Eastern Michigan. I didn't really get eyes on this game. I was at work during it. So I don't know if that was like kind of the game plan or if he just more facilitated because he couldn't really score due to his injury. Because usually he's going for 20 plus, 30 sometimes even. So curious. No, he didn't really score as much as I thought. I was looking at percentage of points.
Yeah, we're a little over an hour, and I didn't really glaze tonight. But Kent State minus 3.5. They lost twice to Miami, Ohio. I know Miami, Ohio's kind of had a dream season. I kind of want to root for Miami, Ohio here, but they're also a bunch of pricks over there in Oxford. They think they ran the fraternity scene because it started there, and I'm not a frat boy by any means, but Oxford's kind of a cool town. I highly recommend you go there. In the middle of nowhere, definitely a cool campus. But a team that lost twice to Miami, Ohio, laying 3.5 as the underdog. I think Kent State's defense gets it done. I will take Kent State minus 3.5 and lay the points against this good Miami, Ohio team.
Yep, I'm right there with you. Not a lot else needs to be said. I'll just back the better defensive team here in the conference tournament. Like you said, the Miami of Ohio story this year has been fun, been a good story. Hopefully they win. Would be cool for Travis Steele. But yeah, give me Kent State. I think better defense wins here. So Kent State minus the 3.5.
Bethune-Cookman versus Jackson State. Jackson State's playing 3.5. I don't have an over/under for it, so if someone has it, let me know. I'll take Bethune. I'm not betting this game though. I'll take the underdog every time. I'm not betting this. Mo Williams versus Reggie Theus.
Yeah, I'll take Reggie Theus every day, probably, when you put it like that.
Mo Williams good.
He's a good coach, yeah.
Mo Williams, he dropped 51 or 52 on the Timberwolves. I watched him do that against the Pacers live. It's pretty good.
I'll take Jackson State. We can spar here. Give me the points. Give me the points with Bethune. They lost twice in the regular season to them. No real good feel here. So as you can probably tell, but yeah, give me the points with Bethune.
All right, St. Joe's versus Dayton. Dayton's only laying a point. Over/under's 143.5. This is a fun line. This is a really fun line. I think St. Joe's can bang down low to the point that they kind of get it done. I mean, I know Dayton has the free throw Dayton wins the free throw battle between St. Joe's. St. Joe's has that extra second chance opportunities down low. That I love them on the short spread. They play good defense. I mean, they lost to Dayton once, only time they played them. But they played competitively at UD Arena. I know Dayton's got some history in March. They've won 4 in a row. They've had some time off. I like St. Joe's catching 1.5 here. I think this is going to be a great game, close game. And Dayton doesn't defend the 2-point opportunity. They don't defend down low very well, and I think that's how St. Joe's can win this game. They got to minimize possessions, force Dayton to extend their offensive possessions. I'll take St. Joe's catching the 1.5 against Dayton.
I'll take Dayton. I think Anthony Grant kind of figured something out there down the stretch. They got that big win against VCU on the road there to end the season. I know they haven't been a great team away from home, but they really haven't been a very good team at home either. They've kind of struggled with some of the lesser opponents there in the A-10. I think Dayton gets up here. I know that they know they've got to win to kind of get in here. So I think you get a focused Dayton team. I think Anthony Grant coaches them to a win tomorrow against St. Joe's, and maybe they potentially win the A-10.
Nah, they're not. Mount St. Mary's versus Merrimack. Merrimack's laying 5.5 against Mount St. Mary's. No.
I will take the points.
Absolutely, I'm taking the points. Mount St. Mary's is a great team. I know we faded them against took Marist tonight. That was never the right side. This Mount St. Mary's team is good offensively, efficiently, and I like everything that they kind of do. And we hate laying that 5.5 number, so I will take the Mount plus 5.5 for sure.
Yep. Merrimack has hit, this season historically has played very close games. They just survived in overtime to Sacred Heart, won by 4. They only played Mount St. Mary's once, won by 8. Actually, sorry, they lost by 8 at home to them. I just think it's too many points for a Merrimack team that likes to play in these close dogfight, drag it out games. So yeah, give me Mount St. Mary's. Give me the Mount plus the 5.5.
Okay. I don't have a lot of lines on these 9 o'clock games, and no, this episode will not be 2 hours because we're not going to tout. But basically, New Mexico State's laying 1.5 against Boise State.
Yeah.
What the hell? This line kind of stinks. I feel like we have to take State here.
Yeah. I mean, New Mexico's already in, right?
Yeah, they're in.
Boise State's fighting kind of for their life, in a sense, or do you think they're already in as well?
No, they're not in. They win this game though. They definitely flirt with it, and Mountain West shouldn't get as much love. We've seen it in the past outside of San Diego State's run, but I like Boise State here. I think the number's a little telling. New Mexico seems a little too easy, right? I'm going to wait to bet this though. I think Boise State matches up well against New Mexico. They're a little more lanky than New Mexico, and I like them. And another team that's on the short spread, kind of down low, a little better. I hate fading my boy Donovan Dent. It's fun watching him. Hate rooting against New Mexico, but I'll take Boise State here.
Yeah, I'll be on Boise State. I'll just take a money line unless this line grows and I can get like up 2.5 or 3.5. I think that they survived the game that would be their toughest of these two matchups in beating San Diego State today. I think that was the game that I thought they would could definitely drop. I was on San Diego State, but I think Boise State will be able to take care of business here against New Mexico, like we just talked about before even diving in. New Mexico's already kind of locked up their tournament berth. Boise State's still fighting. They've got a lot of seniors led by Dagenhart. So yeah, give me Boise State, and I'll just rock the money line unless I can get at plus 3.5, but I doubt I'll get it. It won't get that high. So I'll rock with my line.
It's DGen Hart. Purdue's laying 2.5 versus Michigan. We can take this one. Get a drink.
Yeah, I haven't been really impressed with Michigan here down the stretch. Kind of been a little bit disappointing losing their last 3, and they haven't really been close. They haven't really been competitive. Purdue kind of, survived and advanced today against USC. They played tough. Like I was seeing in the chat, refs kind of helped Purdue escape that without much of a sweat. I'll be on Purdue here. I'm not a real big fan of this Michigan team. So yeah, give me Purdue here. Purdue minus the 2.5.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's the right side as well. You're looking at a team. Michigan kind of blundered in the end of the season, and they got a phony kind of win against Purdue on the 2-point win. So where Purdue was kind of leading that game at Michigan. I think Purdue kind of rolls here. Another team that's kind of scary to see in the Big Ten championship or a Big Ten tournament. I'm with you. I will take Purdue beating Michigan, as Michigan just kind of fell from grace in the last 6 games or so. All right, I literally have no other lines on anything else.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to fan.
I'm looking around at everything. So, okay, I got a couple. All right. North Carolina Central's catching 7.5 against South Carolina State. Over under is 143.5. Central, man, good call on the money line there. That was a good call last night by us. Wish I had the cojones to put a full half unit on it, but I did not.
Me too.
I kind of like the over in this one, and I will take NC Central plus 7.5. I expect some more points than the books have it priced at. I think we see this game at 78-75, 78-73. And North Carolina Central covers this number.
Yeah, it looks like it might be going up a little bit too. So if you like that, maybe just wait and see if you can get a higher number. I bet South Carolina State can maybe climb to like 9.5, 10.
Okay, the spread you're saying, obviously not the over. I would want to bet the over right now if that's the case. Then
I want to bet the over now. Yeah, I'll back Lavelle Moten again. I'll ride with NC Central. I think it's maybe too many points here in a conference tournament setting where the winner's the only one that advances. So everybody's going to be tight. Everybody's going to be playing for it all. I know South Carolina State's the better team, but we're getting 7.5 here. I like North Carolina Central to keep it respectable, and I will wait for this because I do think that I could probably get NC Central at like plus 9.5. I bet these South Carolina State numbers have typically rose like 2 or 3 points overnight. So I'll be on North Carolina Central, but I won't pull the trigger on anything quite yet until I see the number climb a little bit.
Yep. All right. So Arizona is catching 2.5 against Texas Tech. Over under is 147.5. I know Texas Tech's defense is solid. They're able to clamp teams. Texas Tech did lose to Arizona by 9 at Arizona, but they won by 16 at home in Lubbock. Interesting game here. Solid defense versus kind of a chaotic Arizona team that I don't know if you can trust defensively, but offensively you sure can. But against a good Texas Tech team, it's a little nerve-wracking. I didn't have a chance to look at this game, obviously, since it just kind of came about since we started the pod. This one's a fun one.
Yeah, I like Texas Tech here personally. Arizona State had a good coming out party. Their first game in the Big 12 tournament, beat the Big 12 legends in the Jayhawks. We typically run the Big 12, but I think it's a spot where an older school Big 12 team says not so fast. We're not going to let the Pac-12 kind of take over fully. I know we've kind of let Houston kind of run the show here in the Big 12. But I think Texas Tech kind of humbles Arizona here. I like backing their defense against Arizona's offense. And Arizona played really, really well tonight. I know Texas Tech shot the piss out of the ball in that first half and really opened up a huge lead and then kind of hung on there down the stretch. I expect just more of a kind of even keel game from me. They probably won't shoot very great, but I think their gritty defense will get them across the finish line here, and they win this game about 5-7 points.
All right, I'll battle you here. I'll take Arizona, but I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait to bet this one. I think this can get a little higher. I know Texas Tech's defense. I normally go for the better defensive teams, kind of slower pace. But I kind of expect Arizona's offense to still be able to keep some mojo going. And I as much as I think McCaslin's a great coach, I think Tommy Lloyd a little disrespected. He's got these guys always at 26 wins minimum, other than outside of this year. And I think his roster is kind of an issue. But I like Arizona here on the neutral. They played at many neutrals this season. And I think their offense can actually get it done versus Texas Tech's defense. And I like this Texas Tech team. Don't get me wrong. This is definitely a sneaky team. I think whoever wins this definitely can win the championship tomorrow. So I think this is damn near the championship game, to be honest with you, even if Houston makes it past BYU. But yeah, we'll battle here. I'll go against my principle of better defense and go with the chaotic offense and try to root for Caleb Love. Always not the best choice.
I was about to say good luck with that. But yeah, we'll battle. Late night battle. I love it.
Maybe we can both win if we win. Yeah, I don't have many lines outside of that. So if anyone's got any lines in the chat, let me know. Utah Valley, Utah Valley, Seattle, UC Santa Barbara, UC San Diego, Connecticut, Creighton just came out, so no way. Clemson, Louisville, East Carolina, UAB. I think Connecticut can get it done. I mean, Creighton looked really bad against DePaul, so that maybe Connecticut kind of just ends their season after being disrespected kind of all year, with going into high expectations and winning the Big East tournament. So I'm curious to see what that line is. If Connecticut's catching a point, or if they're laying a point or two, I'll take Connecticut. So, and I have a future on Clemson plus 700. I know my future with Wake Forest lost today. I got a future with Clemson on ACC. I kind of might hedge with Louisville tomorrow, with whatever the spread is. It's not really a hedge because it's not the championship, but it's somewhat of a hedge. It's a half hedge.
Yeah, especially if you think that, if UNC wins, or if Duke, obviously is just kind of wanting to pack it up and go home, like you were saying. So good to be on that side of the bracket for sure.
Yeah. East Carolina, UAB. I bet UAB lays damn near 4.5, 5.5. I think. But I'll take the over in that game. I think it'll be priced down because East Carolina plays slow while UAB plays fast. Nothing for – I'll take UC San Diego just because I want them to win this tournament. I just want them to get in, not have to flirt with being a bubble team by any means.
That's all she wrote.
That's all she wrote. That's it for us. Shout out everyone in the chat. We're going to end on the late night pump fake pod, beating Trevor back from the Kyle Kerm show. Shout out the chat. Appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. Thanks so much for hanging out always. You've made it a great 2025, a great season. Outside of just chopping it up, picking winners all the time, you guys are the reason why this has been special this 2025 season. So we appreciate you. Guess we'll do our fave parlay. Take a look at the picks page. Trevor, we'll make sure Trevor drops it in. I know we didn't drop it in, I think last night. So we'll make sure we get that in there once the video's made. If you haven't gotten into the wheel spin, you have a couple more days. We'll do the wheel spin Monday to get in the drawing for 101 merch for hitting 1,000 subscribers. Drop your favorite player that you watched growing up, so you can see the wheel spin live on Monday to see who wins the 101 merch. Make sure to drop a like. Appreciate you guys. Drop a like on this video live. Drop it after the video's submitted to YouTube, and yeah. Appreciate you guys. Elliot, you got anything? Final statements, final sentiments before we do fave parlay out of here?
Just basically finishing up the final touches on the on the squares. So I'll get that out tomorrow. I will wait until tomorrow night on the show. Kind of give the live viewers a little bit of chance to kind of claim their spots on what they want. First before I kind of post it on Twitter and get more people involved. So I'll give the live viewers a chance to kind of claim a lot of the spots if they want it. So it'll be live and ready to go tomorrow night. So can't wait for that. And then Fave, you want to do that real quick?
Yeah, let's do that. We'll make sure Trevor puts his in as well too on the picks page. I will lock in Marquette plus 5.5 against St. John's. I think Marquette gets a little revenge here. All the good coaches know you don't want to win your conference tournament. Pitino's just one of them. You don't think Pitino doesn't listen to Pardon My Take? You heard Izzo talking about it. You don't want to get this done. It's I'm not saying Pitino will die. It's definitely not and just lay down. But like it's a WCW 1999-2000 finish. But I think he gets it, sees the writing on the wall, and Shaka as a dog. I'll take Marquette plus 5.5.
Yeah, I'll be on Illinois money line. We'll take them. Bounce back spot. They're playing well. They're playing good ball. They're healthy. So I like them to beat Maryland, and I don't think it'll be a bad loss for Maryland. I think it'll help save Maryland there in the tournament. I think if they go a little bit too far here, they drop one, maybe like the round of 32 or something. But maybe the loss here to Illinois will kind of keep them keep them kind of focused for a bounce back, and maybe that pushes Maryland to the Sweet 16, something like that. So Illinois money line for me.
Yeah. All right. Let's do it. Appreciate everyone. Thank you guys. Yes, Pump Fake Pod to the moon. Follow us on Twitter at Pump Fake Pod, and also follow us on TikTok. We got some TikToks. We're doing some dances, like whatever, we're doing all that shit. No, we're not. But follow us on TikTok at Pump Fake Pod as well too. Follow at I am Money on Twitter. I'm _money. At Michael _Huffer3 at Stooley Picks. This is the Pump Fake Pod. You guys are awesome. Appreciate all you guys. We will see you tomorrow and the rest of March while we dive in. Make sure to come Sunday at 5:30 Eastern. We will be doing a Selection Sunday watch party, chopping up the bracket as we see it live. So that's going to be a fun one. Bring your booze, have a little fun on March on Sunday, and bring your booze, bring your whatever illicits that you need to have some fun, or bring a water. That's all you need too. So life's great. Appreciate everyone. Thank you guys. We will say peace and love. And yes, for Trevor, toodles.